Nti sisi Ghana ha asama odie hi sisi ayerka say ye apart from oye Martin Pebu anala wakopene ho asem no. Asama still yegudo yerka ho asem. Asama wabeda pado ma obiari twan left right center ye oye 2025 oye WASSCE results na waba no. Ena ende yenya yerka ho asem. Na on the floor of parliament, emra oye honorable oye adwenkase Oppong Nkrumah ode na asamba tuban o started by saying there oye NDC for what the programs oye 17 wada ba parliament ni na wabeji atum waye ho ye na ni na bebre na oye business documents with regards to oye them bills na ade ni na no won fa ba parliament na on de oleka oye the interest of oye NDC ti no oleka ti ofiri wono ena osa call the main issue and other point and of ritual abasa oye free SHS na asam okay no de yanko je nchiremu.
Low and calm. Jeff Miljudge, your trusted voice in Ghanaian politics. You, passionate, very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. Welcome to your #1 political platform, where we bring you nothing but the best in political content. Very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. We're here to dive deep.
Epobia or parliament, wherever he stands, no, he speaks with confidence, with boldness, na eloquence, na deep analysis. Obeye Ediamon, bo oye nkofu wodina, ebebo oye honorable oye Kojo Oppong Nkrumah. One fantastic young man. He's on top of every issue. Na okupe parliament no. Ade no de na komando no on okachire oye parliament. Na ade kora okanya na osde on de ohia nkobetwe oye Haruna Iddrisu Minister for Education or the aba oye WASSCE results na waba no. Also on tiase de made yaba na obi akọ radio do na olekeka mopen. Meanwhile so your minister in charge of those things. Your agencies will cater for all those areas. Na your oye department so what share them no mean now do. It baffles him. There's still minister on by the floor of parliament na on bambe KB. It was your okay no. Na oye honorable Saint Asefo MP for Tafo ono so oye do degree baba so do na e wono na speaker menim se also pentemu se bufu kakra owo na otwitwa no do na yareka oye Oppong Nkrumah se o stand na so kasa wanga se ehu there indeed this young man is an asset to MPP in oye Ghana ye makasa ne ye bebre yenkone enkofa ma obolo to fe na yemfam brown.
Speaker, I've gone through the papers that are supposed to be presented next week. They are important papers, but there are some equally important papers that we have been asking the government to present to Parliament for several months now, and those papers are not being presented. This is about the programs that government has launched. And these programs, first of all, in and of themselves. Remember, Mr. Speaker, now that the economic policy doesn't come by motion, we don't approve the economic policy. So the programs that they have mentioned in them, they are not programs that, as was being done previously under the old standing orders, would have received approval when the policy is approved. We keep asking, even if not for the purposes of approval, just present those program documents so that Parliament is seized with it. CSOs, general public, citizens can understand. Mr. Speaker, currently the government has launched 17 programs. The last time we talked about it was about 9. When it got to 11, we spoke about it. Now it's 17, not 1. Such as the Chief Whip is asking, may I give him a list? The Agric for Economic Transformation Agenda, launched on the 12th of April 2025, is not before Parliament. 1 million coders program launched on the 16th of April 2025 is not before Parliament. A Jumerua program 28th of April 2025 is not before Parliament. National Apprenticeship Program 1st May 2025 is not before Parliament. Mr. Speaker, when an informal copy of the 24-hour economy document was presented to the Speaker, he actually advised that that one should also be brought and laid. That is also not being. There are several of them. I don't want to take too much time. But I think it's important that government brings these program documents so that scrutiny can be better established. That's my
I
first
think
point.
yesterday the 24-hour economy was laid here. The bill was laid
the
here.
program document. The program document has been approved by cabinet because that bill will emanate from the program document. It shows the policy direction of government. Previously, we used to approve the economic policy. So once you mention it and then you have that cover, you are fine. It's for their own good because there will be times when a question may come up and then you have the cover that the policy has been approved. So it's for their own good and it's also for the service of, it's also for the benefit of the oversight function. Mr. Speaker, another matter that I would have loved to see in the business statement is a matter of grave concern to a lot of parents and wards across our country today. WASSCE results were just released. There are distinct worries about the levels of failures in mathematics and, I think, social studies. You would have expected that by now we are programming to at least bring in maybe the Ghana Education Service, the Education Minister, or persons who are associated with it, so that first of all, we can get an empirical understanding of why. As at now, all you hear is people on radio, everybody giving their own interpretation, anecdotes here and there. It is important that a matter like this, the thousands of students who have been failed, their parents, their entire country has an understanding of why. And so, Mr. Speaker, I would like to encourage the leadership of the government benches to find a way to program as quickly as possible the Education Minister, maybe with the support of the Ghana Education Service, to appear before us and begin to give us an empirical sense of the why. That way we can tone down on everybody's anecdote and story and reason and what is now becoming unnecessary partisan politicization of the matter and get a clear understanding and, if possible, some interventions to resolve it. Else the fate of thousands of Ghanaian children are at stake. Over 200 and something thousand, we are being told, are at stake, and it's now being reduced to political football. I think as important as these ones are, this is a matter that should be programmed for urgent attention by Parliament. I thank Mr. Speaker for the opportunity.
Right, Honourable Speaker, I may also want to add my voice to what the Honourable Oppong Nkrumah said. And maybe I may want to start with a few statistics for us to know the enormity of the challenge that we have. Right, Honourable Speaker, since 2021 till date, when our kids write WASSCE, we have always been seeing an increment with respect to their performance. It is only in 2025 that all the core subjects, that is English, mathematics, integrated science, and social studies, we've had a dip in terms of their performance. In fact, in 2024, the performance rate for the English language was 69.52%.
Honorable Vincent, I think the issue has been raised. So we don't need to go into details. The issue is already there before you address it.
Mr. Speaker, I agree with you, but let me end. It is
Okay,
important for the Ghanaian people to know, and the Minister of Education to also know, that you cannot have 69.2% of persons passing integrated science, or if you like English language, in 2024, only to have about 48% of them passing. It is an important matter, and it will be proper that the Minister of Education is scheduled to come before this House to be able to do that. So you don't even have the patience to listen to us. Have patience to listen.
Honorable Asafua, that application has already been made by Oppong Nkrumah.
But I am also adding the statistics to it for us to know the enormity of what is happening. So we are just giving more information. Mr. Speaker, sometimes allow us to be able to also communicate what the Ghanaian people want to hear. So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
The Honourable Member for Fuansia Yeribi made the point that there is the need for government to, as it were, present the policy programs, program documents regarding all the policies launched, all government's flagship programs launched thus far. And by his reckoning, there are about 17 of them. It's well noted. we'll take it up with the Minister of Finance and the other sector ministers. I know that some are coming by way of bills. For instance, the 24-hour economy policy has come by way of bills. Legislation will be passed to ensure that there's a proper legal framework and others. So it's well noted. We'll endeavor to do that. In fact, that's how it's supposed to be. Then, the issue about the WASSCE results. Fortuitously, I can report to the House that the President himself has directed, the President himself has directed the Minister of Education to, as it were, study the Chief Examiner's report on the WASSCE, on the 2025 WASSCE results with the Chief Director, the Director General of GES. And I believe that the Minister will be well informed to come and brief the House regarding the matters contained in the Chief Examiner's report. So we'll try and program him for next week.
Low and calm. Jeff Milchech, your trusted voice in Ghanaian politics. You, passionate, very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. Welcome to your #1 political platform, where we bring you nothing but the best in political content. Very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. We're here to dive deep.